What a disastrous trip. Hey, what's up, guys? I'm at the Green Swamp West Track. I'm gonna hit the trail here and go out to the Gator Hole campsite again. But man, it's like cold, and it's still sprinkling, like drizzling. It's been raining for like the last couple days, so like everything's gonna be wet. The trail's probably gonna be flooded, and everything's gonna be just, I don't know. It's just not good weather. So it seemed like a really good time to come out and practice some skills is what it seemed like. So I'm pretty excited. I got my pack loaded up. This is more like bushcraft style backpacking than ultralight, just hiking. So anyway, I'm excited. So it's a little bit later of a start than I wanted. It's like 10 something. But yeah, I'm gonna hit the trail. I'll see you guys.
Of my life, lying in bed in the sunlight, choking on the vitamin tablets, Dr. Gabe in the hope of saving me, in the hope of saving me. Moths in the corner of the room, a junkyard full with eyes of gloom. I asked him time again, take me in and dry the rain. 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 The rain, the rain, the rain, the rain, the rain now. Dusty brown boots in the corner by the iron bar. Spray on dust is the greatest thing. Sure is the greatest thing since the light. Since the light. Moths in the corner of the room. The junkyard full with eyes of gloom. I asked in time again. Take me in and dry the rain. 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 The rain, the rain, the rain, the rain, my rain now.
I'm out here, just a little ways off the campsite, looking for the perfect piece of firewood. Too big. Too small. Too rotten. Just right. Oh yeah, dude. That is a lot of log for this little pack axe. But I'm going to utilize this bench they have back here. 'Cause you're not supposed to put logs on the ground and cut that way because your axe can slip and go in the dirt and chip, roll your edge, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to use this thing as a barrier. This is not going to split. There is no way. Look at the difference. Not a chance. Boom. That's how you do it. Cool. That's stuck in there. All right, so that's the my firewood for the night. Should be more than enough for a quick cooking fire. So as you can see, I cut up some dry oak and laid it down as like a base so that my fire won't be starting on like that wet, muddy soot that's in there. And that's about it. I got one little feather stick and it's palm fuzz off a palm tree. And really, I mean, you know, that should be good enough to get that huge bundle of twigs up. About the twigs. So a lot of the experts will tell you to get, you know, I think they say like softball size. I do way more than that. I do 2 or 3 times more than that. I find that it's easier, you can have an easier fire if you do that. If you get a lot more of those, and so there's more to catch, it just all seems to work out a lot better. Before I forget, let me show you where I got all that stuff. So as you can see, there's plenty of down stuff there, some twigs over here, but when you look in the tree itself that's on the ground, all those dry twigs up there, these down here could soak up moisture from the ground, hold it from the rain, things like that. These are going to be much drier. I know we have a tendency to just go straight for the deadfall, the stuff that's, you know, right on the ground, but you know, when you can just as easily grab stuff that's on a tree that's down, but not like directly on, you know, the floor of the woods. So just drier wood, easier campfire, better campfire. So, funny story for you. So, when I was setting up, when I was doing some of the wood processing stuff, you know, so I'm using my phone. I have an iPhone, a newer one, on a tripod, and that's what I've been using to film. So I'm setting it up, and I have like the lens on it, and like, so it's not this way, it's this way because it's proper filming and everything. But it's backwards. I'm trying. Anyway, it wasn't quite filming yet, and I hit the wrong button or held it down or something like that. Before I know it, it's doing this countdown thing to call emergency services, and I'm like, no, don't. And I'm like trying to hit the thing and it won't. And like I thought I hit cancel, but apparently that just meant like, yeah, call them. So now I'm like, so it starts ringing, calling 911. So I put on speakerphone. The guy answers, 911, what's the address for your emergency? And I'm like, hey man, yeah, this is an accident. I didn't mean to call you. Like, I'm fine. So they have to be real careful with 911 calls like that, because if like say somebody else was calling and like I came in and threatened them, things like that, because that stuff happens. So he's like, oh, so it was an accident? And I'm like, yeah, man, I'm real sorry. Like, I'm on a backpacking trip and I'm camping. I'm trying to film a stupid YouTube video and, I hit the wrong thing and, it's totally an accident. He's like, oh, that's okay. It happens. I'm like, oh, I know. And there was like a silence, but I should have just said, I'm a paramedic, whatever. But instead, so he like asked my name and phone number and stuff. And he's like, so what's that cross street you're at? I'm like, well, actually, I'm in the Green Swamp at the Gator Hole campsite. I'm on a backpacking trip, so that's where I'm at, and I'm fine. And he's like, okay, so last time for Coeur d'Alene, you sure don't need medical, fire, EMS, police? And, no, dude, no, I don't. I need to know how to work my phone better. You could send somebody to do that, that'd be cool.
Because look at that.
Really good. It's really juicy, actually. That is really good. Check out this sunset. It's like I try to adjust, but it doesn't do it justice, man. All right, guys. Well, the sun's going down, so I'm gonna eat real quick and go wash these 2 pots out, and I'm gonna catch up with you in a couple minutes. Can you see me? I know you can see me because I can see myself on the screen. So, update. I was finishing eating, and yeah, I went and threw up everywhere. So, I know the chicken was thoroughly cooked. Like, everything is overcooked, but I cut a bunch of pieces up, and it was definitely cooked all the way through. So I don't know what it was, if the chicken didn't taste bad or smell funny or anything like that. Maybe it's too much just butter and oil, I don't know. So, but I immediately felt better. So, there was that, and I was messing with Josh, Alex, and Brian. I was like, hey man, you guys threw up everywhere. Would you just go home? And, like, yes, no, whatever, So no big deal. I think it was that big of a deal. So I was going, just kind of cleaning up stuff, and popped my knee. So now my knee's killing me. So I think I just have to accept defeat and probably go home. Yeah, I really don't know what else to say. It's kind of a disaster of a trip. Whoa. But now it's all the way dark. So it took me a half hour to hike here with a good knee. So, in the daylight. So part of me is saying I should probably stay put, and another part of me is telling me to haul ass. But I think leaving is probably the better option, just because, I mean, even if my knee didn't hurt, it might be smarter anyway, so I don't wake up in the middle of the night, like, if I have to throw up more, or, like, if it gets processed and it's doing the other thing, so that would suck. But, I don't know, I mean, still a good time. The only difference is I'm not going to sleep here. Yeah, I don't know what to say. You know what? I'm gonna try to wrap my knee with my schmog a little bit, and I'm gonna film that, and maybe you guys can learn something from that. For this, I'm just gonna try to give myself a little extra support, and maybe it will help with it hurting a little bit. So with my injury specifically, because it's my body, and I know it's most of the pain and injury is over here and kind of like back here a little bit. So if I can apply pressure to that as opposed to coming all the way up, sometimes, you know, that helps. If this thing was longer, that would help also, but I'm not going to be able to get it all the way. But I think if I pull it to there, if it stays, that will probably be good. Or I'll end up saying screw it and taking the whole thing off. But just to kind of show you, as a paramedic, what I would do if I was hurt, since I'm a paramedic and I'm hurt. It's like that. Tuck this guy in somewhere to try to help keep it in place, which I don't know if it's going to. I might have to readjust it once or twice, but that's pretty tight, so it's not so bad. So the other thing is, can we light this? Let's light this whole place up. The other thing is maybe leaving it off and just kind of dealing with the pain, just to have more motion in my leg. Maybe I'm getting more barfy. Yeah, I'm just getting a phone call, which shuts my phone off. But yeah, just to have more pain, but more motion on the leg, since I do have to. I don't think the hike out is going to be so bad, as long as I don't trip on anything and aggravate it more, because I'm definitely going to use my trekking poles on the way out. If I didn't have those, then I guess I'd crawl over and cut a wide branch, like one of these little saplings. Damn, that hurts. Make like a crutch. But I'm just going to use my trekking poles, and see, like, kind of like comes. It's not a muscle spasm, but that's the closest thing I can think of to compare it to. It's like, it'll be like okay for like a minute, and then it's just like bam, bam, bam. Anyway, but cleaning and packing, that's gonna be not fun. So bending down to get in my tent, to get the stuff out of my tent, it's gonna suck. So what's really cool is I've already heard coyotes howling off in the distance. They're like, oh, there's an injured idiot over there. Let's go eat his face. That'll be fun. That's what they're thinking. So, yeah, that's what's going on. Camping. So I'm trying to film with my headlamp, going along with a trail using trekking poles. Both hands, except I stopped to film. Only because something's following me. Never had that happen before. There's something in the bushes, maybe for the last, like, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes, just trotting along in the bushes, but definitely coming the way I'm going. So that's unnerving. Never had that happen before. Backpacking, hiking, anything. So, yeah, I don't know what that is. So armadillos don't do that. Anyway, I know there's a bear in Coal Creek, which is kind of the same forest as this, but I'm rattling and, you know, everything as I'm going, and I'm hiking faster than I thought I would with my knee. Probably a snat squatch coming to snatch me. That's probably what's going on. So, if I had been farther away from my car, like say 5 miles instead of 2, I wouldn't have left. Like I just would have stayed. And because my stomach feels fine now. I don't think I'm gonna throw up anymore. So, I don't think that's too much of a concern. So it just would have been like dealing with, you know, my knee kind of hurting and everything, which wouldn't have been the end of the world. I just would have gone to sleep. So, but better safe than sorry. I'll just, you know, it took me 45 minutes, so a half hour to hike out, 45 minutes to hike back with a hurt knee. So that's not too bad. That's pretty much exactly what I thought it would. But this is only the third time I've ever bailed on a solo camping trip. There was, once I got heat exhaustion and tried to camp in the summer in Ocala, and that was real bad. I was real sick then. Another time, I don't remember where I was some park, and I went up there and did a bunch of projects, did a bunch of stuff, and you know, shot a bunch of photos, and ate dinner. I mean, I had everything set up, and I was just like, I'm good. I'm gonna go home. And you know, I felt so good about the day. I just didn't even bother staying. I just left. And this time, so sick, hurt, but yeah, this a bad trip. This is my first time backpacking. I probably wouldn't go ever again. But it's me, so I'll probably go, you know, well, I guess not next week, it's Christmas, but you know, soon, like a week or two. So I'll be back out. If you're still with me, thanks for watching. I'm supposed to say click, subscribe, all that stuff. You're supposed to leave a comment too. I'm supposed to say, hey, blah 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 blah, leave a comment if you ever had to bail on a camping trip? If so, leave a comment, tell me about it. There we go. So I'm getting the hang of this YouTube thing. So, all right, I'll talk to you guys later.